When we think of Michael Jackson, we often think of pop hits, moonwalks, dazzling performances, but in 1995, Jackson released a song that was raw, political, and controversial. The song was called They Don't Care About Us, a bold protest anthem against police brutality, systematic racism, and social injustice. By the mid 1990s, Michael Jackson was already one of the most influential artists in the world, but They Don't Care About Us marked a turning point. He used his global platform to speak against issues that many artists shielded away from. The lyrics expressed anger at government negligence, racism, and abuse of power, with lines like, I am a victim of police brutality. Now, Jackson gave voice to frustrations that were boiling over in communities of color, particularly in the US and Brazil. The song was released just a few years after the Rodney King beating and the LA riots, a time of deep racial tension in America. But its message resonated globally in Brazil, where part of the music video was filmed. Jackson highlighted poverty and police oppression in the favelas, bringing international attention to a marginalized population. They Don't Care About Us stands out musically from Jackson's other works. The song blends elements of hip hop and funk to create an aggressive, urgent tone. The driving rhythm is led by a syncopated drum patterns and repetitive militaristic chants, mimicking protest marches. This use of rhythm builds a sense of resistance and urgency. Jackson's vocal delivery is sharp and rhythmic, using techniques like staccato phrasing and spoken word inflection, almost like rap, to express frustration and confrontation. The use of call and response adds a collective feeling as inviting listeners to join the protest. There are two versions of the music video. One is filmed in the Brazilian favelas with local percussionists, and another is in prison, showing violent imagery and historical footage of war, racism, and civil unrest, both underlining the song's central message: injustice is everywhere and it affects everyone. The song was highly controversial. Some media outlets accused Jackson of using anti Semitic lyrics, which he later clarified and re recorded. Despite the controversies, the song became an anthem of protest, banned on major US radio stations at the time, but embraced by millions around the world. Decades later, the song continues to make an impact. It was used during the Black Lives Matter protest in 2020, played in marches across the US and Europe. In fact, videos of the demonstrations chanting along the They Don't Care About Us went viral, showing that Jackson's message is sadly still relevant, because this message is very, very important in our culture and community. Throughout a powerful blend of music and messages, Jackson created more than a pop song. He created a rally crying, They Don't Care About Us, as a reminder of music's power, not just to entertain, but to awaken, provoke, and demand change. In studying this song, we see how deeply music can reflect the pain and power of this generation. It challenges us to listen more clearly, not just to the beat, but to the voices behind it and the purpose behind those words.